Greg Pak and Guiu Villanova pit Vader against his own team as Valance is forced to join Vader's Revengers on a mission, leading to the cyborg sowing the seeds of insurrection in the hunt for Crimson Dawn. Greg Pak continues Darth Vader's Crimson Reign tie-in and Vader's new mission of installing proper order across the galaxy, beginning to shed some new light on what is really going on with Crimson Dawn and how far their influence stretches. After the events of War of the Bounty Hunters and what's been going on in Bounty Hunters the book, Valance has joined Vader's little squad and he works so well as a foil to Vader, not putting up with any of his crap and calling out Ochi's plans on what they are, which is just using these Revengers and people who believe Vader to be a hero as bait for their missions. The short time Valance gets to spend with the Revengers this issue was pretty good since they seem to have a good rapport with each other, and I'm intrigued to see exactly how long he's actually going to spend on the team before taking off to go and be with Dark Squadron that's happening over in the Bounty Hunters book. What I was really hoping though for this issue was to get a little bit more on Ochi's whole double agent thing that was revealed at the end of Crimson Reign, where he's actually working for Crimson Dawn. But it's nowhere to be found this issue, which is a little bit of a shame, but I guess you could say that him trying to kill off every Crimson Dawn member before Vader actually has a chance to interrogate them is him kind of working against Vader, but this is Ochi and he's kind of a bit trigger happy, so it kind of goes with his character. Guiu Villanova continues the book's really fantastic visual storytelling, continuing with the series' awesome red-tinted flashbacks to Anakin's past, and some really great action which was really kind of fantastic and kind of weird because we have Vader riding the bull droid the Revengers had down the bottom of a hill, which feels like kind of a meme waiting to happen, but it was really kind of a fun visual. Darth Vader issue 19 was a great continuation of Vader's hunting of Crimson Dawn, adding in some new elements to the story like Valance did a great job to keep things fresh and moving as the Crimson Reign story continues to develop. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Darth Vader issue 19 finds Vader having more nightmares, this time about his discussion with Padme regarding making people agree with what is in their best interest for everyone. He thinks about his mother and how he never saw her again after leaving Tatooine as a child, only returning to Tatooine to find his mother had died, knowing he won't fail again. Vader tells himself that only through power can order be established and the only thing in their way is chaos. On Lakor, Vader's squad watches as an Imperial patrol take down some villagers. Valance asks why he is there since he should be with Dark Squadron, but Vader says he doesn't need Valance, but if he wishes to prove his usefulness to the Empire and ensure the safety of those dear to him, he will do what he is told. Ochi talks with the troopers, introducing them as the Revengers and Valance, assuring him that they are not people to be messed with. He asks the trooper what they were there for, learning that the locals didn't pay tribute to Crimson Dawn and they attacked and killed the villagers. The survivors say that the troopers didn't even bother to stop them, so the trooper says that the people are Jedi sympathizers and they got what they deserve. The people say that the soldiers laughed at them and the troopers didn't deny it, continuing to laugh at them as Valance gets angry. As Vader thinks of Padme and if they are on the right side of this war, the troopers demand everyone clear off, but when they don't, they open fire on the people. Vader gets in the way, reflecting blaster bolts back at the troopers before swiftly killing them all. Ochi thought that they were hunting Crimson Dawn, but Vader tells him that they are Crimson Dawn, making the team wonder how he knew that, but Tankan says that the soldiers ignored Crimson Dawn, which makes them just as bad as Crimson Dawn. Vader seeks out the statue of the village guardian, with the villagers telling him that she was very much like Vader and saw sickness in the galaxy and she sliced it away, but then she was murdered, hoping Vader is a bit more careful than she is. Ochi finds actual evidence that the soldiers were Crimson Dawn, with Tanka wondering if he ever doubted Vader. Going over the info, Ochi finds that the Dawn have a secret base in the foothills and that's where they will go. Ochi tells Valance that it's a scouting mission at first, knowing that he is still a bounty hunter at heart, so Valance should feel right back at home. Valance grabs Ochi by the cape, wondering what his trick is, but Ochi knows everything is going exactly as it seems, making the cyborg know it's pretty bad then. But Ochi reminds him that they're working for Darth Vader and it's always bad. The Revengers descend into the valley with Valance, who learns all of their names, with Ankala wondering why he's now leading them. Valance wonders that as well, but guesses his job is to keep them on the job, which means dying. The team want to know what he means, so Valance tells him that they are very clearly just bait, and Ochi has them marked as true believers who will happily blunder into the field of fire while he sits up on the hill with his assassins to gauge enemy strength. Tanker knows that Vader saved them and the villagers and carried a laser sword like the old heroes, but Valance tells them that Vader serves the Empire and he's not doing this for the people's sake. Ochi laughs at the comments as Ankala tells her team that the others don't know them and they don't know the power that comes from fighting for something real. Explosions suddenly rip through the valley and Ochi's team spot the Dawn's men throwing ordnance down on the team. Ochi tells them not to move since the whole point is to get a lock on the base. Ankala and the others survive the bombing thanks to her ray shields as Ochi tells his team up on the hill not to move and to leave the other team down there for another minute. Vader grabs Ochi, telling him his plan needs more bait, so he throws the assassin down into the valley with Valance as the team open fire on Crimson Dawn. Loriak soon spots the base, with Ochi wanting him to bomb the hell out of it. Vader stops the order as he rolls down the hill on G90's back, bowling over the Crimson Dawn soldiers and taking the fight into the base. Vader cuts his way into the base, slicing through the blast door as Ochi joins him, shooting at the escaping soldiers. He misses his shots, so he throws a thermal detonator after them, but Vader grabs it with a force, throwing it back through the door they just came through and into Loriak and the team. Ochi thought that this mission was to rub out Crimson Dawn, but Vader says that they are just a symptom and he wants to destroy the disease at its heart. He pulls up records on their computers that signal that Crimson Dawn is in every corner of the Empire, all the way to the top. Vader knows that the system doesn't work, so it's time it's taken down.